You fuck with Troy and Jerry?
Of course I do, you fool. What about you? Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
Oh boy, I love this show. Does anyone else here fuck with Troy and Jerry?
I have been a big fan since the beginning. Do you fuck with Troy and Jerry?
I love this show so much. Is it time to start yet?
Let's start the show.
What up, bitches? Back to another Troy and Jerry Friday night marijuana vaporizers.
Yes, marijuanas. Hey guys, I hope you can stand my look tonight. Troy says I'm all kinds of fuzzy and fuckery, and my upload speeds absolutely suck. I think it's because of the after hurricane effects here in the state. But let me know in that. Yeah, there you go. Ceci, you see me in Pixelovision. Sorry, fuck.
Yeah, Jerry's internet is hot potato trash tonight. He's basically sending pictures with his compact iPack. Do you guys remember the compact iPack? One of the first PDAs. I got mine at Staples for $66, by the way, and it was like a $400 product because I was like hacking coupons and shit back then.
Yeah, you knew how to work it, man.
Bro.
Yeah. No, honestly, bro, I'm good. Like, I'm alive. And I've got electricity, which is more than can be said for everybody in the state and in a lot of the states around. That hurricane fucked some shit up. Like, that was a big one. It's still fucking shit up north. I didn't have power all last night or most of today. I've got family in Tampa that has some real property damage. So it's legit, man. Like, that was a real hurricane. So
yeah, I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody is managing. And I know weather like that is fucking catastrophic, especially when I saw videos of towns where they had like 5 feet of water swell and shit from the rain. Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's a weird feeling when you see all the shit in your house just floating around. You know what I mean? Like I said, we had some people in Tampa that had like 3 feet of standing water in their homes. And I'm just like, oh fuck, we gotta redo the whole thing. I mean, you're just gonna gut those fuckers. You gotta gut it and redo the floors and the walls and move. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. So it's quite a
I saw, I think it was that documentary about, I think it was the Katrina hurricane thing, that whole situation, on how it like those massive catastrophic events actually create like a whole new economic system, because there are entire populations of like contractors and things that will move to wherever there is that much work. Like when things like that happen, they'll be like, okay, let's put a bunch of air compressors and let's buy a bunch of lumber and let's drive down there with my 2 sons and start a new business. And now we're a recovery company and we're going to spend the next 5 years rebuilding this region. And it's crazy how that shit happens. Humans are amazing when it comes to that, you know?
It's legit too, because I mean, you know, like when this shit happens, you see it on the news, you see all the floods, you see all the people on the rooftops, you see all that shit. And then 3 weeks later, you never hear about it again. But those people spend years rebuilding and getting their
Mhm.
stuff together. And like you said, they'll rely on people who spent years relocating to help them. So, yeah, I hope everybody's doing good here, man, in Florida, Georgia, and all the East Coast, honestly, because it's now battering the hell out of Pennsylvania and Tennessee and all that. So, it's not just me, man. I hope everybody out there's safe and doing all right, man. This is quite a fuckery.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Happy Friday,
But,
Pat Fana. I saw his message and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn my Ace on. I think I was gonna go without desktop ball vapes tonight, but it's been a day. And,
Right.
not exactly in the right headspace. So I think turning a ball vape on is a good idea for everybody's safety.
Right. I've got my screwball here. I'm not fucking around. I got the wired version, bro. I didn't want to have any take care of biz. I've got that. And then some other goodies we'll look at later here that I'm excited to hit. So
Great. Maybe we should start with a bowl tonight. I don't think we were planning on it, but man, I'm
talking
getting like
about-
muscle spasms in my left hand. I'm getting like this crab pincer muscle spasm. My hand keeps doing like this motion, like without my voluntary control. Like it's just doing
Jesus,
it.
keep it away from your nuts. I don't want
I need
that
to
would hurt.
I
Not a
need
ton to
eat
play with your balls.
more bananas. Usually it's my left middle finger always spasms like with this downward thing. I bet I make 30 or 40 erroneous additional right clicks every single day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that bad. Like my middle finger is just constantly like doing that thing. It sucks.
I hate right clicks.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to do flour? You want to start
Yeah,
with some flour?
let's have a little flour bowl, a little flurber with the Vatvana Ace. You can use code Troy and Jerry. Save some money at Vatvana on the Ace or the corded screwball.
Or the pinch hitter, or whatever else he comes up with. It's got a baseball name. It's all there for you.
The Ace has been my favorite ball vape. Like it's the one that wins the reach test. The Mercury, very close in performance, if not a little bit more of a performer. Like I've been doing some side by sides, but the Ace has like the smoothest, most perfect hit, and combined with the pinch hitter bowl, it's heaven. It's everything I could have ever asked for. And I find myself doing things with weed that I've never done before, Jerry. Like this crazy microdosing scene that I'm into now, vaping these minuscule amounts. Like it's crazy. Like I'm getting so satisfied off of single scoops, and I can't find my scoop right now.
That's awesome, dude. I mentioned this on my stream yesterday that I've kind of started pulling back a little bit, just vaping a little less volume, a little less intensity, and even a little less just in general. Like maybe waiting a little later in the day or something like that. And not like I'm thinking about it, but mostly what I'm trying to do is just kind of settle into a softer ride, if that makes sense. So smaller loads, lighter temps. I was using the riser vapes yesterday. That was a lot of fun for me. I hadn't done that in a while. So that was good shit as far as the smaller ones. So, but you like to use the Ace head, the full size head with your pinch hitter bowl. And do you like the Ace head better than the pinch hitter with the pinch hitter bowl? Is that what you're saying? Or are they kind of interchangeable for you?
Yeah, they're not. I don't mean to take the opportunity to say negative things, but the pinch hitter is just a little bit harsh for me. But by the time I get the same performance, it's harsh, and I don't like it.
Might be. I mean, I find that those smaller heaters have to overperform a little bit, and sometimes that can happen. But we'll see. Cheers in the chat. Let's go, guys. Oh, did I Eeyore? Are you talking about me, Eeyore, or Troy here? Did I? That sounds like something I would do. Sounds like something I would do.
My screwball, my Ace was not fully heated. I did not give it enough time. From the time that Vana said Happy Friday, although it certainly performed and it gave me a hit. It just wasn't the full hit that I was expecting.
Like that.
You know,
Worked for me.
Oh, Jerry, happy Friday, bro. Happy to be here.
Me
Just
too.
worried
Man.
we weren't
Hey,
going to have a show with this whole hurricane thing, you know?
right? I mean, I wasn't able to do our stuff earlier today, so we already missed out on some work. But I'm just glad we got it in time for tonight. And then on Tuesday, if any of you guys see me fuzzy right now, sorry. On Tuesday, fiber's coming to my house. I'm pretty stoked, man. So next week you'll see me on some fiber. I'm supposed to. We'll see how that rolls. So.
Bro, I love the fiber. Like, as you know, I showed you my internet speed test that I did a minute ago.
That's
Right
just
now,
wrong. I fucking hate you.
3.5 gigs down, almost
This
3.5
motherfucker.
gigs up with a 2 millisecond ping. I love that 2. Like, what's your ping? 2. My ping is 2.
I've never seen that, dude. Like, my guys, the reason I look like shit if I do is because my upload, he's got 3 whatever the hell billion what the fuck. I have 6 megabits up speed right now. I was like, this sucks. The download's okay. My ping was like 112, like 60 times worse than Troy's or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? Please fiber. I can't wait. So anyhow.
Classic. All right. Shit. Is there anything we're supposed to do before we do the news?
When were we gonna do the mail stuff?
Oh, probably after the news, because if we use your mail stuff before the news,
No, you're
I'm
right.
gonna be too fucked up to do the news.
Or news
Although either way, we're gonna get fucked up and fuck up part of the show.
It's right there on the list, man. News is next.
We wrote it down. Okay, so if we're gonna do the news next, I have to move my bong. Let's
My paper's ready.
put your corporate hat on. It's time to do the news.
Ready. The news.
Almost didn't get him. All right, tonight's news. Hey, the end of September 2024 edition, brought to you by Planet of the Vapes, proud sponsor of the Troy and Jerry Think Dank. Tonight in the news, we've got coverage. Actually, let's cover the sale first, because Planet of the Vapes is having a big old sale, Jerry.
Yeah, I have it up here. I can present it. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Whoa, why is it so small?
Oh, you have it? Okay, good.
What happened?
Yeah, this is a new one. I talked a lot about it yesterday, so we won't go into it too much here. But Planet of the Vapes always does a 420 and a Black Friday sale. This is their first anniversary sale, and if this goes well, it could be a really good thing that builds. So I'm kind of excited about where it could go. So Planet of Vapes has been around 11 years, and it's a 3-day sale. Started today. Basically, this sale is pretty much going to be a lot of throw-ins. So like all of those Planet of the Vapes right there are like $25 off. And they already come with the adapters, but then the PAX vapes in the stores and Bickle vapes are their regular discounted daily prices, but then they threw in some extras. And these bundles I want to tell you about real quick. I mentioned them there too for the Lobo. Yeah, scroll up just a little more. Those first 3, those are brand new. We put those together for 3 different use types, like a beginner or a starter, and then somebody who's a little advanced or has some experience, and then an enthusiast. And this starter one here has what you need. Like that big old tight vac has a grinder. It's a grind vac. So there's a grinder in it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a plastic thing. It's not a great grinder, but it gets you started. You know what I mean? And then the idea is to pack things together, save a little money, and get going. That's Aurora right there. She did a great video. Oh, they got the videos up too. Awesome. If you go to the other 2 pages, that's probably the videos I did. I did the videos for the advanced and the enthusiast, and she did the starter bundle there. So
okay.
But they can combine things like dosing capsules and bubblers, and like the enthusiast has a fucking Planet bubbler as well as the Gordito with it. There's me talking all about it.
I like the open mouth thumbnail too. That's perfect.
Bro, they do an interesting job of capturing my face for their thumbnails at Planet of the Vapes.
Bro,
it's always some weird fucking look.
This large tight vac with the insert for the capsules and stuff is the coolest accessory ever.
That's pretty dope. It holds like 20 something, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 18. It holds a shit ton of those.
I'm not a capsule user, but that thing makes me want to use capsules. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I think you'd like the capsules with the Lobo. Like I don't like capsules either. And this is the first vape I liked them because it it just, the capsule doesn't hold it back. It's such a heavy hitter that it still is a good hit. Then you get into the Stores and Bickles, and they're throwing in the adapters, whether you get the Volcano, the Mighty, this one, the adapter is not available yet. So you get dosing capsules and a loading funnel for free. And look at that
And
price.
20% off.
Yeah. Now it's always 20% off. That's the everyday price at Planet of the Vapes, but these are the freebies are the extra this weekend. But yeah, you can finally get this thing for 20% off, bro. $3.59 every day. About time.
That's just so we're all aware here. Stores and Bickle is doing a promo now where you can get the Venti for 10% off. Use code Troy and Jerry, TJ10 at Stores and Bickle. Or you can go to Planet of the Vapes for a lot more savings and free shit.
Yeah, man.
Love your stores.
That's great. Well, Stores and Bickle's a really good partner. Like they work with their partners, and Planet of the Vapes is one of their partners. They're retailers, and they don't run sales that screw their partners, and that's good. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna run a sale. I like that they do that. They don't fuck with their partners. Like you and I have seen that before, where we get something set up, and next thing you know, it's not viable because they just went way deeper somewhere else.
Mighty Plus for $320 is pretty tempting too. It's a pretty good deal.
Right, for that vape? Yeah, you're right, man. I'll see adapter.
$560 for the Volcano hybrid. All right. Nice. Lots of good sales down there at Planet of the Vapes. For their what'd you say? How many years have they been in business?
11. This month is the 11 year. Yeah. So we were all hoping it would be 10. We didn't know. We had to go calculate it because somebody had to go figure out when it all started. And it turned out to be 11. Like, okay, cool. 11's a cool year to celebrate. So we're gonna.
So we missed it last year. No, that's great though. Congratulations, Planet of the Vapes. 11 years in business in the cannabis space is a huge deal, to be honest. Like that should be its own news item because surviving 11 years in the cannabis industry, selling vaporizers, which have always been taboo and anti-stigmated. Good job, Planet of the Vapes. Everyone involved for serious here.
Yeah, dude, you're right. I mean, they've really been, and they're strong and solid. Like you and I have seen bigger companies come and go in this industry in fewer years. So, you're right.
Yep.
It's quite an accomplishment. I'm pretty stoked. That's a good point, man. We should celebrate that shit. So
yeah,
right on.
Yeah.
Thanks, Planet of the Vapes, and we appreciate them sponsoring the show too, man.
Yeah, shout out Planet of the Vapes. All right. Speaking of coming and going, Jerry, in California, the old farm bill that passed a number of years ago that made hemp legal via farm, like anything that was 0.3 THC or less was good to go. California was like, fuck that. There's a problem. We got weed in our grocery stores and weed in our gas stations due to these CBD laws. California passed an emergency ruling that went into effect on Monday that completely bans all hemp products with any amounts of THC, whereas previously the farm bill made it so it was like 0.3 or below. Now any trace of THC will be forbidden here in California.
In a CBD product, is that what they're talking about? I mean, that's what they're saying.
Hemp derived, anything hemp derived that contains any trace of THC is no longer allowed under this new rule, and it's considered an emergency ruling that Newsom put into place because of the children are getting CBDs. I don't know what the fucking thing and what his problem is, or what he's seeing or what they're seeing. I think it's in effect until March of 2025. So it's not like here's this new law. It's more like here's a temporary thing trying to rule out the bad players, trying to get the bad players out of the space while they clean things up. The problem is all the people that have now become users of CBD to help with their muscle pain or get off of opioids or help sleep or whatever. CBD helps with so many things. Now they can't get it without THC. So that's kind of a shitty problem. Like imagine being a CBD user where you don't want to be high, but you still want to vape CBD, and now your only choice is to go back to the half and half.
What's the point of this?
He apparently the farm bill was allowing too easy access to cannabis style products, and the line between the CBD hemp derived and the THC and all the other cannabinoid flowers is just too easy to cross, too blurry. So I think California was just taking control. Cheech and Chong cannabis company, which operates in almost all the states, I think, or through the same farm bill, has already filed a lawsuit challenging California on this ban the next day. So the rule went into effect Monday. Cheech and Chong on Tuesday, it was like whoop, slipped in the papers, taking California to court over this.
Does that make it like stop until they finish the argument, or is it still in place? Like,
no, it's still in place. That's for sure.
So, but like, so what? Like, the only thing I can think of that would matter in terms of this, like, is taxation. Like, this has got to be about somebody's not paying taxes because they're classifying it as something different, or you know what I mean? Like, from a product perspective, this makes no sense. And California's already always fucked up the CBD. Like, they had problems with the gummies and shit back in the day, remember? So, this is weird, man. Like, that's weird. California? I expect that shit in Florida.
Right. I remember when that whole hemp bill thing happened, and Canadians were the ones like, man, that's awesome. You guys can get like weed without THC. That's straight CBD. Like, we can't, like, Canadians couldn't find shit like that, and I don't think they still can. Really, the whole hemp thing
I don't get it.
A world. It's a world.
Well, it's got to be about the taxes. It's all about money somewhere, man. Like,
it's all about the Benjamins. Speaking of Benjamins, this weekend, Jerry, I wish you were here. I wish you could come out to this. I'm not even going to go because I'm antisocial right now. Puffcon. Puffco has this massive block party every year downtown LA where they bring musicians together and everybody goes, and you got to have a Puffco to get in. You go there and you have dabs and listen to music and hang out. It's a wonderful time. They have food trucks and entertainment and all kinds of vendors. I forget what year this is, but every year it just keeps getting bigger and better. I'm actually kind of bummed now that I'm talking about it and looking at this. But yeah, I'm not going.
That sounds like a blast. I'd love to go to something like that, man.
It's really cool. That's really cool.
I got to get out there. And is it always the same month? Like, we can plan for it sometime?
It's pretty much always late September, as far as I can remember. Yeah, I think they may have moved it a little later just so it's a little cooler. I think a couple years ago it was a little bit warm that day.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, it's a good time. It's just parking is a challenge, and previously I lived like 2 hours from downtown LA, and now I'm only like 35 minutes. So now it's actually a lot more convenient to go. But I just got a lot of shit going this weekend, and you know, antisocial, introverted stuff.
From that distance, I'd probably Uber. You could probably Uber and pay less than paying for parking. You know what I mean? Like,
that's not a bad idea. But yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Fuck driving. But yeah,
fuck parking.
anyway. Yeah, fuck parking. Just drop my ass off. So
yeah, no shit. All right.
Did we doing the other one
this week? What other one?
The 3? The one
Oh,
above
geez, why'd you skip that one, Jerry?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, let me find it again.
You've got in here that the headline is "The famous Harborside dispensary is broke and entering receivership," and I don't know a whole lot about that.
There's no. Oh yeah, so
we got a link.
I don't have a link for this one. So, but this is Steve D'Angelo. He was this was the probably the first dispensary that most of us knew about. It's this guy here.
Right. I remember that dude.
He had a reality TV show back in 2008 or something, Weed Wars, where it was a reality show about the dispensary and about all the shit they dealt with and the things with the lines. So yeah, so they've been around the longest. They're probably the world's largest and probably most important medical cannabis dispensary. They have entered bankruptcy or receivership or whatever it's called. They're broke. They are in trouble. Another sign of the California cannabis industry in crumbles, most likely. Harborside was acquired or merged or with a holding company called something. It's in the notes. State House Holdings took over in 2021, and they pushed Steve D'Angelo and his brother and whatever family was working with the company out. So he is no longer with Harborside. He is no longer with the company. I don't know what he's doing. That dude's awesome. Harborside, now all big corporate, probably going under. Best of luck to him.
It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's been there a while though, man. That's like what, 18 years or something. So yeah, man. Nothing lasts forever, but I hear you, man. But that was a good run. He made a difference.
He did. And maybe this is an opportunity for him to do something bigger and better again. You know, now that he's out, and maybe that going under is just enough for him to catch a little bit of limelight and do something big again. As if he needs limelight, he can create his own attention. The guy's a legend.
Right on. Well, we'll see what he does next, man.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. Submit your news at troyandjerry.com if you want to email us news stories, or send it to either one of us on Instagram or Discord, or if you're in the 420 Vape Zone Discord, post it and just tag me so I see it. We try to include all the stuff from vape companies. So if vape companies are having sales, we try to get them in here if it's relevant and worthy. Trying to cover all the little guys and stuff too. Just avoiding the drama. We decided we're not gonna cover drama. So only relevant shit.
Right. But whether it's community stuff or industry stuff, or whatever is interesting to you, that's what we think is news. So you got something that applies. You got one more? Far out.
There was one more thing. If I can find it.
Okay.
I when I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, I want to show that off in the news.
Bonus news item tonight, guys. We got a bonus one. No worries, First Jesus Machine. You just made it.
All right. Whoop. All right. Oh my god.
The hell is that? Oh, that's a concrete block wall.
This guy decorated his volcano. Sorry about the ginormous image.
Yeah, how do we see it?
With art markers. Like one of those Posca markers. Isn't that the coolest fucking thing ever? Check out
that is dope. I tried to do that once, and all I got was a big old blob of silver paint on the side of the thing. So that's beautiful. I really respect that, man. Look at the dragon on this thing. That's killer. Yeah, man, dude. I like that. Pimp my ride for sure on this one. This is great. Just send. We should work this out where we can just send him a vape and see what he does, man. That's really cool.
This is a really cool piece. I adore the fuck out of this thing.
Who's this?
This was posted in the 420 Vape Zone Discord by WTF Was That, and he was saying that a buddy of his did it. A buddy of mine gave his Volcano hybrid a bit of a custom look with a Posca marker pen and some clear sealant. Yeah, I like.
That's where a good bag of vapor can lead right there, man. My man got high and said, I can make this. It's like when I used to get high and fuck with candles. Melting wax art. That's cool, man.
Yeah. So this is the stainless steel Volcano?
Is it? It's a hybrid, right? Yeah, it's a hybrid.
Yeah,
and I think you said it's a stainless steel.
Oh,
we can tell by the front, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Other picture. This.
Oh, that looks black, maybe.
Where's my? The stainless has that same black edge to it, so that's gonna be hard to. No, that looks the same on both. I've got them both right here. It looks the same on both. Oh wait, no, that's my lighting fucking with it. Yeah, I don't know. Probably stainless steel.
I think the black would be easier to cover than the stainless steel. I don't know if this paint sticks to stainless steel. Either way, that's really cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Really cool.
Me loves. Nice.
Yeah, it makes me want to pull out my Volcano and do something similar with it, you know. But damn,
I would just fuck it up. But yeah.
Well, that's the news. Oh shit! What the fuck? What are you doing?
I didn't
Ow.
do anything, man.
What
I didn't do
happened?
it. Why are we still on the news feed?
I clicked all the wrong buttons. Apparently,
Great. That's funny,
yeah.
man.
Man, the comments are moving too fast. I was gonna highlight yeah. So I think there's a legit business for that. Like that customizing vapes and volcanoes. Like, remember the guy doing the packs years ago where he was like etching the patterns on the paxes?
Yeah, man. Pimp my vape. That's what we'll do. We'll pimp my vape.
My vape.
Pimp my vape, motherfucker. So you're hitting that thing, aren't you?
Well, that was just sloppy seconds. Remember I told you that my vape wasn't hot enough. It wasn't hot enough to one shot my bowl. Like it
I'll
left a
give you
little
that.
bit. That was just cleanup.
I'll-
You can't count
All
that.
right.
You can't count that.
I'll give you that. I'm not gonna count that. I'll give you that one. All right.
Good.
Well, cool.
Good. Although I do kind of want to have another one. I'm not going to because I know that the next segment that we do is gonna be plenty.
Yeah, I'm about to get fucked up. I can tell.
Dude, I'm kind of excited. I mean, are you guys dabbing tonight? Phil
Tell me
Lewis
you're
art. Is that who did it?
What?
Or is that
Huh?
the PAX guy? That sounds familiar.
I don't know. Shaun of the Bits is dabbing.
I could do art like that, Jerry. That's the kind of art that I do. You've seen my art.
Yeah, you could. Not me, but you could. I love it.
Do you think people would pay for it?
Yeah.
Because I need to make money. I need to like be able to feed myself. That's all I really
You'd
want.
want to. You want to do it on. No, you'd want to be commissioned. You don't want to like. Hey, I'm gonna do 10 of these and put them on the website. Fuck that. You people commission you to do it is what you want to do. So you'd know already what you're doing and what you're getting.
Doing 10 and selling them in like limited bundles actually sounds like a good way to do it.
Maybe that is a way to do it. Maybe I just came up with a great one and threw it out the window.
I wonder if stores would collab and like send me 10 white hybrids. Like, hey, make a white hybrid that I can paint that I can make fucking look cool.
Oh, a hybrid. Now you're talking. Well, no, I want it though. Like, I mean, shit, you can't do that. So a white hybrid, that'd be smoking, man. Yikes. Yeah,
All
man.
right.
So what you got a little intro to play?
No, I mean I will, but I gotta find my windows. I accidentally closed my Trello window when I was panicked there looking for the link.
Right?
Now I gotta open everything back up.
You got all that stuff out there all over the place. Got to figure it out. Closing windows is good, man.
Yeah. So, but we do have a pretty important thing to show and announce. I want to see if people are dabbing. Are people dabbing tonight? Because we got something that we're gonna want to dab with. And Jerry, you already opened his mail, but let's play the little whoop-de-foo anyway. All right. Well, Jerry, I suppose you can't really show off your things because it's too hot to handle, right? Yeah.
This is the hottest thing I've ever had on my desk. This thing is blazing, Troy. Like
it's like a little desktop kiln. It's
I can
pretty
feel
hot.
it right here.
Yeah,
Like
don't touch it.
God
You
damn.
don't want to touch it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So what Jerry's holding there, and we're pointing out, is the Denail universal heater. And this device is made to heat terp slurpers instead of bucket bangers. I don't know why it's got a bucket banger in there.
That's what that bucket banger boy.
It's made to heat this style of terp slurper, which is a connoisseur's method of dabbing. This terp slurper, what it does is it pulls in the oil and creates an aerosol with the oil as it's vaporizing, and it's vaporizing under a vacuum. So it's in the air, small particles vaporizing and then getting inhaled in the vacuum with very little thermal what's the word, carryover. Like when you put your dab in a standard bucket and then you put your carb cap on and then you take your inhale, those microseconds are converting the cannabinoids into more sedative versions of cannabinoids. So when you dab with a terp slurper, you're getting the most pristine dab you can. And this Denail heater that Jerry's got now is going to be able to heat that and keep it at a temperature silently. And with this new little affiliate sponsorship that we have through Denail and Victory Glassworks, you can use code Troy and Jerry to save, 20% at Denail and 15% at Victory Glassworks. So if you want to get yourself some terp slurpers or a hot hole, like one of these Denail universal heaters, use code Troy and Jerry, save yourself some money, and help support the show. So thank you, Denail Victory Glassworks, for the affiliate sponsorship.
Amen.
And for upgrading Jerry's dab life. We're going to do a full show on these upgrades in upcoming weeks. But right now, Jerry needs to get a dab right before he can really go on cruise.
Should be here tomorrow, by the way. So
you'll be set. So what we're gonna do for tonight's little demo dab is we have both of our Denail heaters set to the same temperature. I have mine set to 925. Yeah.
Yes, mine too.
And we're running the exact same banger. So Jerry has the exact same banger that I have, which is a hybrid blender, 16 mil hybrid blender. It's my favorite terp slurper. Can you hear my dog barking? Is that coming through? Yeah.
He's excited.
That's Dylan Keller right there. He goes into Helen Keller mode now. He doesn't know what he sounds like. He's deaf. So when he's barking, he's just making sounds. It's hilarious sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull. I'm gonna set up my dab right, and then we're gonna have a dab together. And this is Jerry's first like terp slurper dab with the Denail at home without torching, right? Like this should be the best dab you've ever had in that room.
Oh, easily here. But even with you, I think we were torching. Like I didn't use the hot hole. So
yeah, I didn't have the hot hole then.
This is my first hot hole dab at all. And definitely my first, like you've been telling me, hitting it on the ride down.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, your universal heater has been on for more than 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I turned on before the show. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's plenty hot. We're 40 minutes into the show. Let's do our dab and then plan to start our topic at on the hour.
All right, give me a minute to recover. I like that. So I'm gonna pull mine out when you pull yours out.
Yep.
Which sounds fun. And then we'll ready our dabs. And then when do you put the marble on top? Just before you put the dab on the bottom?
I put the marble on top around 600 degrees.
You tell me when to do that then too. So.
Okay.
And okay, well, we'll just see. I'll be curious to see like how hot this is. Like I still don't know. Like the only thing that's different right now, guys, is we're using different PID controllers. I'm not sure how different our dab. I want mine to be cooler than his in general. So this is kind of ballsy on my end, trying to keep up with you on the dab because you're always going bigger and hotter than I do. So I'm ready to do the rest of the show with me just sitting here.
I gotta find my dab tool. I got a problem.
Working on that tool. Mutual pulling. Come on, Palmer Girlie, what's up?
What?
You did take it out, Crush. You saw that, man. Go for it, man. Go find your shit. Let me show you. Are you? Yeah, there you go. This is it right here. And it's on one of these little, you know, like crank it up things, and it goes up and down, which is fucking cool. I have it up a little bit because this shit gets hot down here. The whole thing, like I can feel the heat already right there. The glass out here isn't hot, which is cool, but this puppy's got it going on. So anyhow,
It's a good eye right there.
what's that?
As this guy identified my chair.
Oh, I didn't know what that was. I don't know what he was talking about. That's hilarious. I'm glad you were here to
That's
see that because I didn't know what was
It's a
going
good
on.
eye. It's a good eye right there, brother.
That's awesome.
It's a good chair. I love this chair, man. I got 3 of them.
And it spins. We know how we love spinning things around here.
Yeah. Okay, Jerry. I found my dab tool.
Sweet.
It was misplaced because I had company. Eric and Carolina from Boundless. I guess Eric from Boundless and Carolina, his wife. They came over and we barbecued and vaped. Had some dabs. Had a good old time.
Love those guys, man. I'm glad you did. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got
you ready?
Sean Squish here again, bro. Like I'm still doing Sean Squish. So I'm excited about this.
Me too. You inspired me to save, but I don't have that much left. I only got like 1 dab worth.
Okay.
Yeah.
But good. So you're saving some for fucking out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's he's got a name now. Oh god damn it.
You mean like for his shit?
Yeah, he's got a name. He's got like a little personal brand. BBFL. Something flower laundry. Battleborn flower laundry. Is that right? Battleborn flower laundry? Battleborn.
This is great.
Fuck yeah. Battleborn flower laundry. That's what it is, Jerry.
Okay, Battleborn. Right on.
Okay. You ready?
Instead of saying Sean Squish, I say Battleborn. I've got my dab ready. I was just doing it. But is it time to pull the banger?
Wait, you got your dab? Wait, your dab ready.
Well, we were showing the squish, and so I got it together. But I haven't pulled my banger yet.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my banger right now. Ready?
Okay. Pulling mine too, then.
Pulling.
Pulling. And look at this thing is huge compared to my little dinky ass thing.
And you got your column inside there?
Yeah. I got the column in there rattling around. See, we're gonna drop it right down there.
Mine was 696 when I pulled, so plenty of heat in there. I like to run mine with 100 or plus degree buffer. That way I have time to configure my dab right and to get my dab scooped and everything. You know, like I still want that cool down space. Now I'm at 626. At 610, Jerry, I'm gonna put in my marble topper, which is a Puke and Beagle. Actually, no, nice.
I'm going with my marble from Alter Vape. I love this thing. These marbles are nice.
Oh, fuck my asshole.
What temp are you on now? We're losing temps, man.
I'm at 530, Jerry. Oh, fuck.
You all right?
Okay, I can't hear you anymore.
Okay.
But we're gonna have to dab.
Cool. Glasses on, dabs ready. I'll drop it on when he does, because I like my little cooler.
Everything has gone wrong here.
No worries.
My headphones are completely unplugged. Chirping. Ready? Cheers, Jerry.
Yeah. Cheers. Go. Right on. Wow. That was so smooth. And huge. Wow. God damn.
How you doing?
Mm-hmm. That was great. I think I like this.
I knew you would.
Holy
I knew you would.
That was amazing. Oh, Fuck me. All right, I don't have any paper towels here, but I was gonna try to mimic you cleaning a little bit, but I don't have paper towels. I got Q-tips.
Okay. Well,
That was so good. Oh, I feel that all over my face.
did your pillar make good action whipping around there?
Yeah, bro. Like that thing rocked.
Yeah.
It was flying, whizzing that shit around. It's all dry. There's nothing left to get. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, that was wonderful. That was a wonderful dab. God damn.
Fuck me.
These slurpers, I really like the way this hybrid blender performs, the one with the 16 mil column.
Yeah.
It's tight enough to make the pillar start whipping around there with minimal inhalation power. You know, yeah, I don't have to like, but I
Right.
can.
But
You know what I mean? Like I like that the sweet spot is large, and with the pillar in there, the pillar makes full contact all the way around. By the way, I haven't touched my banger, Jerry. Okay, if you said you wanted to mimic me.
Yeah,
Clean
I don't
it.
have paper towels, so I'm just doing my thing. Carry on.
Oh, okay. You don't have a napkin or an old t-shirt or anything?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. No worries. All right, now that it's dropped down to like 250, this is usually where I come in and start doing maintenance between 220.
Is that where it is right now?
Yeah, I mean it's at 250. So I with the pillar still in there, alcohol, dump the pillar. Just a few sprays is really all it takes. And I use the final drippings to rinse the pillar. If I'm feeling frisky, I'll take my dab sponge. Ooh,
That's a
son of
good
bitch.
idea.
Spray the dab sponge once. Just run that in there for a final clean.
I just cleaned the
Ta-da.
pillar with my hands, man.
Back into the hot hole.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay, cool. So, am I worried about any of the shit in the neck, whether it's droplets or ISO, or what? Do I care about any of that? Or
I mean, if it's oil, I generally try to clean it out. Like if you're getting reclamy golden stuff down there,
I don't know what I have that'll do that.
your flexible dab sponge will do that.
Okay, I'll use that next time. I'll have to find that, but I know what you're talking about. But back in the hot hole, you said. Dope. That was fun. Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, thank you, Sean from BBFL. Denail, use code Troy and Jerry at Denail, Victory Glassworks. Save 20% at Denail and get some free gifts. 15% at Victory.
Honestly, guys, we're working hard to get that code everywhere for you. If you're shopping for vapes and we like that vape, put the code in and see what happens. If it doesn't, ask them why it doesn't. Say, why didn't Troy Jerry code work here? And have them send them to us. We'll figure it out.
Tell them to connect. I got alcohol hands. I don't like that.
That was
a wonderful dab. Man. I hope we can bust later. I'm not gonna lie. I hope we can bust.
You and I just said the same thing. I said I want to do another one of those later. So yeah, man, whether we combust or not, we're coming back to that. That was lovely. Wow. Okay, so the numbers you use, so that when I get my dab right tomorrow, the numbers you like to pull it out. It's what it stabilizes at 6 something. I guess you said, right?
I have my dab right set to chirp at like 516.
And what do you do then? That's when you jab.
That's my base point. That's when I'll take my first dab. Let's go over this for a second. Let me explain my ritual when I get a gram of hash rosin or whatever I get to dab. When I get a gram of dabbables, I take my first dab at 516. And I'll analyze it. I'll reflect on it. Was that good? Was that amazing? Like this one we just had. 516 was fucking wonderful. Probably keep it there. If it wasn't that great, or maybe it's earlier in the day and I'm dabbing, I'll listen to the chirp at 516 and then let it go to like 505, maybe 510, as low as 475 even.
Right on, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Seriously, like if you have good quartz, and now Jerry, now you have some good quartz. The Victory Glassworks quartz is very good. It's very good compared to like the cheaper bangers that I've had, like the other banger companies that have sent me bangers. Side by side, the Victory Glassworks one will hold its temperature longer. This is the better quality quartz. So even going as low as like 475 with that slurper, you can get some amazing dabs. And with the Denail, you can kind of reheat. Although you're probably better off with the torch reheating if you absolutely demand a reheat.
Okay.
You know, like a precise torch, like one of these coming in and just like hitting the column a little bit. But in general, terp slurpers are pretty hard to reheat. Unlike buckets. Buckets are pretty easy to reheat. Slurpers not so much.
Well, I forgot that I have two others here. And we should probably put one of these in there for the next one. Like, didn't you want to do this beauty with me?
Oh, I love that. Well, the problem is I don't have that one anymore. I broke mine. That was the one that I broke when my bong fell off my desk.
Ouch.
And yeah, that was my favorite like microdosing banger. I have that one right there. That standard slurper.
All right. Well, anyhow, I've got the same one in the hot hole. If we want to move on to this one, let me know, or one of these others, because we could swap them out before the next dab.
Nah, we'll keep it. We'll run it.
All right.
Sunken cost fallacy, but I'm hung up on it. Like I can't pull that hot banger unless I'm gonna dab on it. Like if I pull it and put it in the stand just to replace it, I feel like I'm wasting all that heat. And I know it's a logical fallacy, but I'm still gonna dab on it.
Well then. It's 10 o'clock. What were we gonna do again?
All right, at 10 o'clock, I believe it was time to start the show. Last week, we went over 6 portables that were the 6 winners of our reach test. And the only butane option on that list was the Dynavap HyperDyn. There were lots of people that were annoyed, upset in the comments, or at least just leaving comments. Maybe you weren't annoyed or upset. Maybe you were just like sharing your opinions. And I'm glad you did. People wanted to know, why not the Tempest? Why not the Stunner? I prefer those vapes over the HyperDyn. And to be honest, both of these vapes I would consider heavier hitters than the HyperDyn. Yet the HyperDyn still kind of wins the reach test. It still works better for me when it comes to like reaching for it. And I don't know if it was from just longevity of tradition. Like I've been using Dynavaps for so long that I'm already brought to them. Like I'm already into them. I personally think it's because these 2 vapes hit so much harder that I don't use them in the mouth. Like I just don't draw to them. So tonight we're gonna explore. We're gonna hit all these and talk about their use cases and their vapor and why or why not they're in our reach test and who they're optimal for. Because I think they're optimal for a lot of people. Like these are great vapes. So let's give them some fair shakes, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I'll just say real quick, and then let's jump right into it. Is I'll give it away here. Is that like I think the Stunner's for like somebody who's dabbing at their desk with a torch and wants to have a dry herb experience as well. I think the Tempest is for the dry herb enthusiast, like that. It's got all the bells and whistles and the dials and the tweaks and the depth of understanding to get perfect hits. And then this one is more for most people, and it turns out it's what I like as well. And it's more about the ritual than it is the hit for me. So we'll get into that as we demonstrate it. So, right on.
Yeah, and we talked about including the anvil, but since the anvil energy is currently so focused on the tornado, and the anvil is kind of, I don't know, not quite as bald. You know, the Tempest and the Stunner have balls, and the anvil is kind of a different machine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we could have. Well, we already did that video. You know, we pulled all these out. We did this back in the day. Just didn't have the HyperDine in it. So now I don't do that whole video again, but I think these two make sense. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
anvil's totally different, but not really. It's the same. I'll tell you the same reason why I don't use the anvil is the reason I'm going to tell you why I don't use these other two. So we'll get to that. You know, it's like they all fall into that, man. They all that the HyperDyne's just easier to use. So, anyhow, where you want to start with this, my man?
I want to start probably with the Tempest, since I think that's the one that everybody was like, they would go Tempest over HyperDine, and I could totally see it. Like I wouldn't fight with anybody on the reasoning for going with the Tempest. The Tempest is an amazing little vape.
All day.
I just find that like for my use case of a portable torch powered isn't what the Tempest shines at. Like I see this vape as I can't have a ball vape at my desk. I don't have a desk. I don't have a place to vape. I don't have a stoner countertop. You know, I'm not that much of a daily smoker to dedicate that much space in my life to a ball vape, but I want something that hits really hard. These are like portable micro ball vapes. You put your weed in there, you torch this thing, the hit you get is like a ball vape. The problem is, for me, I want my ball vape on the glass and cooled. You know, it's going to smooth it down, and this is how I take my potent vapor. This is kind of too potent. Like every time I hit this thing, I'm like, fuck my fucking, like, even though it cools it down, it's like that's a lot of vapor for taking right to the throat. You know, and then to put it in the bong, like, well, now I just want to just use my ball vape that's already plugged in. It's more convenient than torching things. You know, like this isn't my lifestyle. So when I torch, you know, it's a simple, I just want to puff on it like a little blunt, which let's do it with the Tempest.
For me, I think the Tempest is amazing. The stem just cools the fuck out of the vapor. There's a whole bunch of parts and different ways you can use it. The convective heat on this thing is legit, and the balls do their job. Right out of the gate, mine doesn't click, and I broke the visual indicator. So I'm pretty much flying blind here with this thing every time, and I don't get to benefit from those things. So I'm just throwing out a big caveat that's what I'm rolling with here. And so I'm not rolling with you know, this beautiful thing that I just saw their website, and they've got colors, and now they've got, I mean, the instructions are great and the way they're going at it, but this one needs a little bit of help. But when in the beginning, I remember when it was hitting like it was supposed to, and I knew what I was doing. It takes longer to hit and heat up, and this is what you're going to find me complain about: is either a bigger torch and or more time. And like I said, that's not for everybody. It's not for me. So that's where this is going to fall into. But I'm excited to get into it. Which torch are you going to use on it?
I'm using the Ignite Mini.
Perfect. Me too.
Oh, look at you.
Pack
We're
this
brothers
puppy
in
up.
torch.
Yeah, baby. Have you ground your herb yet? Are you packed?
Yeah,
or what?
I ground it. I'm loaded.
Knock on. Let me catch up. I got a little carbon fiber to grind up here. Oh, so good.
Oh, you're doing the carbon fiber, the snow till. Yeah, and
Snow
please
till.
don't be offended if our preferences don't align with yours. We like all these vapes. We're just explaining why we reach for them or don't reach for them in our collections. There's no need to push your preferences onto people. Like the color green is my favorite. Sometimes it's the color black. You like the color blue. There's no need for you to question my preferences or push your preferences onto me or demand that one of us change our preferences. Opinions are like that for a reason. We can all have them. They're assholes, right?
Yeah, and I want to hear yours too, man, because I learned so much from y'all's perspectives. I only get to see things from where I see things, and I don't get to see where you're coming from or what your needs are. The fact that you hold it this way when you use it, or there's all kinds of things that go into a person's experience of a vaporizer. And mine is so limited. Now mine's wider than most because of the the experience that we have, but we don't have your perspective coming into it. So I'd love to hear what you think, and that's why I was excited when Troy came with this idea. I was like, "What are we doing?" He said, "Well, they've been saying this. Why don't we just use them and talk?" And I was like, "That's fucking great," because that's what I love to do. Is when it really comes down to which one, and we're debating. I'm going, "Well, fuck it, let's just pull them out." That's my favorite thing to do is side by side vapes, man.
Man, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Like, don't make us the bad guys just because we don't like the same vape as you. Like, we're literally committing our Friday nights every week to demonstrate vapes, and we don't make very much money. This is a job of passion. This is a job of passion. Like, we do this because we love vapes and we love the community. Please don't be assholes to us because we don't like the vape that you like. Damn.
I respect your opinion, guys. Throw them out there. All right, so we hit this puppy really right where the bowl is, below the indicators.
Are we gonna go at the same time again? Because you don't have an indicator. Yours is broken. You fucked yours up.
Let's see. That would be funny. That might, well, it probably won't help because the torches will be different.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna be
fuck it.
torching different.
I'll
different
pay
angles.
attention. Go ahead.
Do you
and,
rotate yours?
I'm
Why is my
gonna,
torch
yeah.
locked?
Yeah. I'm in. Yeah.
I rotate mine because it has a spinning mouthpiece and it just feels so good to rotate. You loaded yours, right?
Yeah.
Remember the first time you hit this thing and you didn't load it?
Oh my gosh. How many
That's
times have we done
hilarious.
that? Those
right.
are dabables. Yeah.
I always stop when my indicator hits the first mark.
Mine's just moving. So
Mine
I'm
is
like,
moving.
okay, let's try it. Yeah. I don't think mine ever gets much past the first mark. That's how I fucked mine up. So I just gotta go.
Have you ever tried this with an induction heater?
Been a while. Oh, dude, if this thing clicked,
Wait, does the production version click? The final version?
Yeah, I think they click and visual indicators, though. It's probably really easy to nail the fucking hit.
I don't think it's hard to nail the hit with the visual indicator.
That's
Just
such a
take some
good hit.
experimenting, some dialing it in, figuring out how to pack it.
Yeah. So I'm using this leather cap thing that Dynavet made when they started making tankier caps. And it works well for these too.
I keep mine hanging from my microphone. It does work good for these.
Yeah, that's right. You got it right there in full view.
Yeah, I could have went darker. but I was scared of combusting on my first my first.
You weren't ready to take another beautiful dab?
Don't get me wrong, I am, but like in terms of being completely inebriated, it's too early in the show to be completely schnocked.
I'm going to show you. Yeah. Let's try that.
But I'm already feeling it. Like I'm already feeling.
Yeah, I've got a buzz on that one. Here's my goods. Really nicely done there. That's really even. I don't see any dark spots at all, and it's as far as I personally want to go. Some could take it further and get some more out of it. That's usually where I stop these days. That was fantastic, dude. That was a warm up hit, a finish hit, 2 heat ups because I don't know what I'm doing yet, and lovely.
Okay, so that was. I think you loaded quite a bit more than I did. I tend to underpack mine. I think.
Okay.
And I think it's because whenever I overpack it, it gets too bitey for me.
Right.
It gets pretty bitey, but I like the way that it hits with the underpack, and that was a very refreshing bowl. It spanked, and it was a nice easy inhale. It wasn't like sucking vapor through a straw.
And I have my stem dialed in. I couldn't tell you what my settings are, but I've piddled with this and gotten it to where I don't have to cover it if I don't want to. It's stem is fantastic.
Oh, so you're I just cover the carb hole, I think.
Yeah, but the way you twist the mouthpiece changes like the path of the vapor and the path of the air.
Yeah,
and what
I
they
remember.
mingle and shit like that.
I don't remember how I have mine set up anymore.
I don't either. I just know that I have this the way I like it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I dialed in and left it. I'm going in for some more. That was really good.
Okay, I'm gonna pack the HyperDine. What's the price difference? Wow, my dog is super barky tonight.
Yeah, buddy, what's up? I don't know what this Tempest costs. Let's see if I have it up. No, I was on another computer. I've got mine packed again. You're going into the HyperDine?
Yeah, I packed the HyperDine, and I probably packed. Oh my god, it tastes so good, green. Damn. This strain, this LA Pop Rocks has a sweet spearmint taste on the green. It's like it's minty and candy like. Oh, his name's Dexter, not Baxter. I've been calling him Dylan Keller because he's pretty much blind and deaf now.
It's cute. I'm gonna load up my stunner too while I'm at it. I'm just gonna load all the fuckers up.
Oh, I took this great picture of Dexter this morning.
Are you pulling it up for us?
I might be able to.
Okay. All right, my 3 are packed now, man. Like I'm ready to do whatever you want. We're going back to back to back, them side to side to side, and whack 'em, whack 'em, whack 'em.
This is him sleeping on my wife's pillow.
That's cute.
His little nose buried in there.
Covering up his little nose.
Yeah.
It's cute. The spinny chair. Did you mean that? Now you're not going to be able to fool me with that anymore because
I got to name my things better, my cameras.
I saw that spinny chair for the first time earlier today, guys, and it was when we were going into the studio. And I thought he was just off to the side and going to sit in the chair at some point. He never did. And then he started talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, bro? Where are you? And I fell for it. Fell for the spinning chair video.
That's funny. All right, so
All right, so what do
my
we hit?
HyperDine has twice as much it loaded as the Tempest.
Yes.
I'm gonna park it. I'm gonna pick up the Stunner because
Okay.
I think the Stunner and the Tempest are more similar in style for me, like how I hit them, because these are like ball vapes with convection vapor, and I think that's important in the differentiating factor in my reasoning and why I reach for them or why I don't reach for them. You know, because like powerful convection, these balls, I that's what I use during the day. That's my preferred vapor. I just like the format of a desktop ball vape more than torching. Like that I think that's the root of why I don't reach for the Stunner and the Tempest. But when I reach for the HyperDine, it's to get something different. It's a different vapor. It's a different vapor than these two. Really?
Yeah. Different vapor. You're right. They're full convection ball vapes. HyperDyne's more of a hybrid and got a lot of contact in there. For me, like I said, it just comes down to the torches. Like, are you using a blazer for this, or using your mini for
I'm
the
using the
stuff?
Ignite
Okay.
Mini.
Then I'll use that too. But I've used the blazer on it, and I mean, either way, if I have to use this torch with a vape, it's a desktop vape for me. So I don't use torches as my desktops at home. I never have, and probably never will. It's just not my thing. But that's why I think this is great for somebody who's got a little dab rig and a torch right there. Get this, and it'll slide right into your shit, and you'll love it, and it'll hit well. But yeah, I mean, I'm still using this for the HyperDyn, you know. So there's a big difference between the heat source that I use, and that makes a big difference in where I use it. The HyperDyn is the one that I will take out with me and go use out there.
Nah.
So, but I want to bust this out because I'm at my desk right now.
What about with the wand?
I have been torching for a good couple of years now. Like I did the induction heater thing for 4 or 5 years, and then I went back to torches. So I went torch, heater, torch, and I haven't swung back to heater yet. I would do it for testing purposes, but I'm not going to do it for myself right now.
Yeah, as I was looking for my batteries, because my batteries were lost in action to power the Angus Enhanced. I went through scurrying through all my belongings in boxes, and I found all my induction heaters, like this big box of like all these different induction heaters. And I'm like, oh, should I take these and put them in my office? And I really didn't have any gravity towards them. I'm like, no, like I'm really not interested in induction portable interface for me. For reviewing, sure, but there's not a lot of like natural, like I want that in my life kind of shit for induction heaters. The forge and the anvil, like that combo, looks big and beefy, and I want to try that. But I still don't see it integrating in my life. Like I don't see carrying that shit around to vape weed with. This is not how my life works.
I actually used to love ride shotgun with those things. A lot of fun. Just have a vap cap and induction heater and just slowly fuck around. Even gives you a little bit of a station there. But my favorite one was always this was my favorite well, it was my second favorite induction heater. My favorite was the Pipes something mini. It was real small, but this was a
I
little
remember
bit better.
that.
But this one, you remember this one? Was this the Rogue or something? The Dynavap? Oh, the Orion. The Orion was my favorite induction heater. The battery lasted longer than you thought. It was an aggressive heater, a heat profile. So it like you didn't have to go very far past the click with this one. and it had a blinking light, so you could count past the click if you wanted to. So it really had everything I needed. It's nice and small. This thing was great. And what's out there now either doesn't have the same form factor like the wand, and it's weird to use, or and the wand is kind of interesting with its temperature weirdness, or it's like some of the other ones that like have you fucking with wattage and temperature or wattage and time, and I'm just going, motherfucker, it clicks. Make your thing work so that when it clicks, it's ready. And that's what this one did. And when I look at what's available readily, what's readily available in terms of induction heaters on the market, this is missing. What's out there now is a step backwards from what we had 3 or 4 years ago, in my opinion. I don't like them.
Isn't that funny? But I maybe it's the use case. I mean, despite all of the functionality built into the vapes, the best way to use a Dynavap with those heaters was to ignore the click, ignore the software, dip and sip, find the sweet spot, and keep adding heat in between your hits.
They're perfect for that.
The click doesn't fucking help. The software doesn't fucking help. It all depends on how you're heating it, how you're hitting it, how you packed it. There's so many variables creating that sweet spot that the only way to dial it in for the way you pack your shit is to figure it out yourself. Build that relationship. Learn it. You learn it. You got to master it. And a bunch of people in the chat have mastered their vapes. I'm sure.
You're going to find me gravitate towards things that are easy to use, not because so much that I want them to be easy to use, but because I recognize that's what it takes for this industry to move forward in a real way. So I'm going to give points to things that are easier to use. Let's hit this fucker. Now, the key on this one, as I remember, is when the flame starts to turn orange as it blows off the back of it, you're done. Is this one big enough to do that, or is that blazer talk?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I never mastered the stunner. In fact, tonight I'm going to use the high airflow stunner, whereas before I used the other one.
Oh, is that what they did? Where's the other one around here? Oh,
I kind of want to put this one on a bomb because I know this one doesn't have the cooling. This one can potentially rip my face off. You know, just like the Tempest, but the Tempest has cooling. Or do I gotta Jerry's spinning around in his chair?
I was looking at the two caps. So are you using the one with the screen or the punched metal screen?
Everyone's saying the blazer will work better. So all right, grab the bigger torch, Jerry.
All right. But which heater are you using?
I'm using the high airflow one right now.
Is that this one or this one?
The one with the bigger hole.
This one?
I think there's a ball difference too. Like one of them has white balls, one of them has sick balls.
That's the one. All right, I'm doing that with my blazer then. Okay, good. Thanks I love the chat, man. The chat always knows what's up. Okay, blazer it is. So are you going in?
I guess. So you're going to say you're torching until you see orange?
Yeah, till the flame blows off at orange.
My flame is already orange.
Now, look at me. When the backside that's blue starts coming off orange, like right there, that's it. I think that's it.
Bro, my torch is already orange because I have a humidifier going on.
That's it. Fuck yeah. Motherfucker.
Jesus fuck.
Is this thing gonna stop or not? Maricon.
Oh, not sure if it was one hit extraction or what, but that was it.
It's one heat up extraction, that's for sure. Let me put any more heat in there.
That was a nice hit. That was a nice. But now, yeah. See,
Well, fuckers.
I over tightened apparently.
Fucker's hot.
I forgot that you're not supposed to tighten it all the way. Just tighten it and then loosen it a quarter turn. Fucked up. There we go. Got it.
I'm letting this fucker cool for a while. We'll look at it later. That was tremendous. Like that. That's what I would expect out of a vape that I used a blazer as the fucking power source for.
Yeah.
Pour that up, man.
Yeah. That was a heavy hit. I mean, that was like the ace. That was like a screwball, micro bowl, pinch hitter hit. You know, like that was like my pinch hitter bowl. That was the same amount of weed that I put in my pinch hitter bowl, and then I'm hitting with the ace. And that was a very similar vapor, a little bit harsher than the ace, but direct to the throat. Like I feel it. Like I feel that in my mouth, feel it in my throat, feel that in my lungs from this one compared to the Tempest. You know,
Feel it in my dome.
you feel it in your dong. What?
My dome. It's in
Oh,
my
in your dome. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense.
Yeah, dude. Like
your dong.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Look, this is like if you dab at your desk, if you torch dab at your desk, you must have one of these. Like, I mean, not like it's obvious there, but you get one. Like, this is perfect for somebody who just wants to. Yeah, and I want to use flour too. Great. You're already blazing the shit out of your stuff. Use this, man. There's not much weed in here, man. When this finally cools down and I get in there and show you what's in it, I'll be like, that's what powered all those hits. That's sick. There we go. It's coming undone now. I don't fuck around with these things, man. They're hot as balls because there are balls. Come on, stay in there. Are you unscrewing or not?
That's a good point about the. This is great for torch dabbers, people that are already living the blazer big shot life. It's a great way to give them the power of a powerful herb vape on top of their dabs. Did your internet die?
No, I'm here. Are you here?
Oh yeah, okay. Whoa, that was weird. It must have been like my video card.
Bro, look at this. I mean, that's even, thorough. Don't want to take it any further. And there's not much there, bro. Like that is diddly squat for the vapor that I just pushed out of there. That's amazing.
Yep. That's nice. That was a nice extraction. Mine's very similar. Mine's very similar. Perfectly roasted. When I put it in my debowler, it looks just like the rest. And I swear it's like the same amount. It's the same amount that's in my pinch hitter bowl that I'm hitting. You know, like this tiny little bowl.
That little thing. Yeah, little dinky mounts, man. So, but yeah, this is roasting the fuck out of them, right? Like it's kicking it.
Yeah,
Kicking
for sure.
hard.
Yeah, and the HyperDyn will do the same, but the HyperDyn just has more conductive vapor in it. Like it's just more roasty. It's gonna get me more stoned. Like it's gonna leave me less functional. Whereas these, I'm kind of energetic. Like these gave me an energetic high. Like I feel like I could play ping pong right now and still whoop your ass.
Do feel good. I'm with you on there. It's got that convection.
Yeah.
That almost like a low temp convection, like a sativa thing going for it. I love it.
Yeah. Like a sativa style high is what I'm feeling. I can feel it.
Fuck, man, that's great. Okay, so we got a Tempest though again. Do you want to do a Tempest again, or are we going back to what are we doing next?
I'm gonna hit the HyperDyn.
Okay, I'm with you then.
Yeah, like
You're using your mini.
Yeah, I'm going back to the Ignite Mini. I'm feeling amazing though. Like those two vapes made me feel amazing.
I'm high as tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like right after the dab, like and like I said, it's that convection vapor. It's so familiar to the ball vapes, you know, and especially this micro bowl.
So
Like,
small.
do you use the micro bowl at all, Jerry?
Sometimes, mostly not, but sometimes.
Really? Okay.
I could. I've got enough of them to where I could put one on all my stations, but I don't. Interesting.
Yeah, I just find that like I get like the perfect one hit extraction. Like the Stunner just gave me a perfect one hit extraction that was wonderful, and I have the perfect amount of high. I may cough once for pleasure, but I'm not going to cough my dick off. And I find that that's like the ideal way to vape. Like when I need a little bit, boom, hit that one little bowl. Stunner would be perfect for that too. If I wanted to torch instead of having something plugged in, maybe if I was in college, you know, and I wanted to vape weed, like hiding these two things is pretty easy, honestly.
True. Let's hit this shit.
I'm
I'm going with my single torch. I'm using what I use for all my vape caps, so I'm gonna come in lighter than you.
Oh, well, I'm going in heavy. I never use this one with normal Dynavaps, but with the HyperDyn, I just find that it works. And I haven't been rotating the HyperDyn. I've been heating the same spot the whole time. Ready?
Yeah. Oh man, I bet it's great with that Ignite Mini. I'll probably do a bowl of this with that torch. I just been sticking with this puppy.
All right. Here's the old clickaroo. Cheers, Jerry.
I like that.
I always find that the very first puff of vapor is super hot.
That's a bite.
Yeah, and I think it's because when heating the base of the tip, it's heating the tip of that condenser. So that air in there just gets like super heated. And then when you inhale, it's just like the little dart of fucking crazy hot heat. Crazy hot air. What's going on?
I felt good. Oh, wow. I'm getting dopier by the minute here, man. Oh, that was lovely.
I think my video card. No, I gotta close some shit over here.
If I go back in for more, I will overdo this bowl. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is way roastier. Let's see here. Where's my shit?
Yeah, I'm always scared to go back in on the these as well. Like I don't want to. I mean, I do want to dab, but I don't want to combust. Like I'd rather just, hey Jerry, let's dab. Although this one, oh no, it's roasted. Definitely lighter than it could have been. Like lighter than my typical Dynavac bowl. I will say that. Like that's one thing that the HyperDyn has changed with how I Dynavap, because now with the HyperDyn, I don't pack it crazy tight anymore, and I also don't vape it super dark anymore. Like I just give it the one heat up and then dump it. I should have showed you because it's lighter. It's lighter than my normal. It's lighter than Jerry's, that's for sure.
This is darker than everything else I did with the other vapes. And this part here was near the tip. The tip was pretty dark. And then back here was about like from here up is from here up is about what I want to quit at. And here is where I've gone a little further than I want and get that roasty taste that I'm not looking for. So on the next one, I'll pull back probably right at the click. And not only that, But look, see, I can already pick up the cap. Like it's
Yep.
already ready to roll. I
None
would
of
not
it.
even dream of doing that with these other two.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because it's a different design. It's like that cap is just a titanium piece of metal. The other ones have thermal mass of balls, so they're designed to hold heat and release heat. So yeah, it's kind of give and take right there with dealing with that heat. But I agree. Like that's the problem for me when I use these. Like if I want to have 3 bowls in a row, having 3 bowls in a row on the Tempest, for one, the stem gets hot. Like even during my one sesh with it, the stem gets hot enough to feel towards the tip. So you already
Yes.
gotta like manage where you hold it. If you go 3 bowls in a row, this thing is gonna fucking hurt somebody. Like it gets hot. It gets hot. That said, the HyperDyne's kind of the same way. Like the HyperDyne will get hot. The Stunner, I don't know if this carbon fiber gets hot. I don't think I've ever dealt with getting this thing too hot. But I over tighten the Stunner every time apparently.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to back it off like that because I'm afraid to, because I don't want it loose. Like I don't want that super hot hunk of metal to twist off easily. So I always want to have it grippy, and it's just counterintuitive to me to have it be a little loose.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with another Stunner bowl because I think of all of them so far, this one gave me the best hit. But I'm gonna take this the same way that I would take a typical full convection ball vape hit or mostly convection ball vape hit. I'm gonna take it with my bong. If I can find my adapter.
Hang on a second.
I had it here. I know I did because right before the show I tested to make sure that they all fit the 14 mil glass.
I want to play this. Is this the one?
Hello, this is Betty White. You need some time to.
That's the old one. Where's my new one? Oh, here we go.
Good day, this is Betty White. Let's take some time to grind.
All right, we're gonna hit this thing here. Is that what we're gonna do?
Oh my!
Old mates.
You gotta give me a moment.
All right.
Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some
What strain you got?
pink strawberry gelato.
Now I gotta grind some.
All right. All right.
I just pulled out a nug, dude.
Now I gotta grind some.
Old mates.
Oh my! Now I gotta grind some shit.
Save $10, code Troy and Jerry.
There it is.
Save $10, code Troy and Jerry. Poop.
So I went to go get some skateboard bearings for this to look at some top shelf ones, and I couldn't buy them in singles. It was like an 8-packs.
There's
I don't need 8.
there's a site that sells singles.
Okay.
Shit, I can't remember the name. Orange Imposter. If he's in the chat, he knows the URL.
Yeah.
And he also knows which bearings are the best for it as well.
Of course. Why didn't I just come here? I don't know. All right, I'm going back in. I'm going to heat this one in the middle this time. That last one was at the bottom end. So I'm going to go for a lighter roast this time, and I'm into it. I'm going at it. HyperDine lighter roast.
Okay, I'm going Stunner through the bong, through the bizong.
In the bizarre.
Now, last time I heated this, I went by your torching because you were going by the color. And unfortunately, I can't go by the color on this, Jerry, because I have a humidifier in here and it's making the whole flame orange. So, like now I kind of see that the metal turned. Oh, shit, I think I'm fucked. I think I'm fucked. Oh fuck! I already see it.
We dabbing? No, that's not.
We are
that's
dabbing. We got a song for that. I think we got a song.
Did you
for
overdo it? No.
Oh yeah, that it was smoking before I even fucking.
Did you combust?
Did you combust?
Did you combust?
Did you combust?
I combusted. I did. I just fucked it up.
Time for you to bend the knee.
Penalty dab.
The combustion is strong in this one.
Penalty dab.
Penalty dab.
Try it, Jerry.
Yes, love it. Oh yeah, the familiar.
Yeah. No, I didn't do it on
Very good.
purpose. I promise you, I didn't do it on purpose. I even said like I'd rather just have a dab than accidentally combust because now I gotta clean that shit. Now my mouth tastes bad, my bong smells bad, my room smells bad, and this thing is gonna smell bad. I gotta clean this thing. It's a lot of work. I'm a lazy motherfucker, so no, I don't. I know I joked about combusting on purpose, and perhaps I went into that a little more loosely, but the humidifier kind of fucked me. I got this little desktop humidifier here, and it makes the flame orange.
Really?
Yeah. So I couldn't use the color indicator of the flame on that
funky.
vape.
I did not
weird,
know
huh?
that. Okay. Well, okay, right on.
Yeah.
Well, I've got my my little rig here. Got my Sean Squish. I've got my marble, and my bangers ready to go.
Your Bangor. Yeah. Well,
Bangor.
I probably need a minute.
I got this. I got this and this. We don't need this anymore.
Yeah. Well, rewind to the first time we used it, and the chat lit up with everybody saying, "Use the blazer, blazer." So yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know what language that is.
What?
Ahoy.
Oh,
Good
yeah, I
day,
don't know,
sir.
man. What's up, Camouflage? Good to see you guys, man.
Chips. I'll watch that show.
I was using my Convector XL the other day, and that thing's another fun one to hit. That's one that we're going to have to start adding to the conversation too. You know what I mean? Because I torched that thing, so oh fuckers a good hit.
Dude, my stunner looks great now. with that overheat. Like I got some great color on there now.
Right? Me too, man. That's some good shit.
Convector X. Yeah, dude, the Convector XL. That thing fucking jokes.
That thing smacks.
Yeah. All right, Jerry. Well, torch powered bowl vapes. Lots of power in those little things. You gotta mind the throttle. And I did not mind the throttle. No. Jerry and I are suffering the consequences.
Suffering so much
of the penalty dabs.
I still have a packed Tempest too, by the way, so I'm ready to do some damage here.
Mom's got a packed Tempest.
Is that right? Okay. We're gonna do that, man.
Get the dab right set up. So we need to coordinate this dab again because you don't have a dab right? Right.
Correct. So I'm following you. Chocolate milk, I'm with you. I think you should. It's a good vape.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull it. Then you're gonna tell me when to put the marble on, and you're gonna tell me when to ready my dab, and then when to take the dab. I assume we're gonna ready the dab, put the marble, take the dab, correct?
Wait, we're gonna pull. You confuse me with so many steps.
Right. We're gonna pull the banger. Then we're gonna get our dab ready.
Yep.
Then we're gonna throw the marble on top of the fucker, and then we're gonna dab that shit. And you just have to tell me when to do each one of those.
Yep. Yep. You know what's confusing is using the word dab and ready together. Like, like you got your dab ready? And I'm like, what? No, I don't. Why? We need it? And I'm like, oh, no.
It's true, man. Way to go, Brian.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Yeah. That's
Although
great.
Created magic with that innovation of the stationary e-nail coil. Like he reinvented the e-nail, and now everybody's doing it. Magic.
Do that, and now we're
it's
magic. Man. So are we hitting this thing?
Yeah, we're gonna hit it.
Hit it. Because I know we're not gonna hit it until we cap it, and we're not gonna cap it till we ready it. We're not gonna ready it till we pull it. So I don't know when we're gonna pull it. We can pull it anytime we want, right? Like yours is ready. Is your Bangor ready?
Bangors. Bangors ridiculous. Dab right on. Ready to pull? You ready to pull?
Yeah, whenever you tell me.
All right, let's pull. Right. 1, 2, 3, pull.
I just did. Cool. A few seconds ahead, no worries. Next is get the dab ready. Get the dab.
Or the dab right.
Portioned.
Who's dabbing along with us in the Chizat?
Yeah, who's doing that?
Yeah,
who's doing that?
The glass that I'm using is from Planet of the Vapes. It's a little, I forget what they call it. Yeah, it's a little mini recycler. The recycler?
Yeah. That's what they call it. Is that going to do it if I put it right in front of my eyes? What if I put my fist over there?
Okay, Jerry, I'm at 600.
Damn, this is hard for me to figure out and coordinate, but I think this is what I'm trying to do. Anyhow, when do we marble it up?
Oh, you can marble it up right now.
Okay, it is marbled. Oh shit! Nope, it's not. Oh shit! Don't do that. Okay, oof, caught it.
Hate it when it happens. Hate it when it happens. All right,
so now I'm just gonna dab when you tell me.
We're at 540.
Okay.
Keep
We're going for 516.
It's gonna chirp at 516, and then yeah, you can either go or you can wait another 5 seconds if you want. If you thought it was too hot or too harsh. So yeah, 516. There's the chirp. Go on command. Go at will. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yes. It's weird when the banger moves from the energy of the spinning terp pillar. Makes the banger move. You ever get that, Jerry? Of course, now I say it. Now it doesn't do it. It's just doing it, though. Sticky carb cap. That's how you break bangers. That's how you break the bangers. Break the bangers. All right. That was wonderful.
That was spectacular. Wow, man. Like, that's like a nail in the coffin right there, man.
Nail in the coffin.
Are you already spraying? All right.
Yeah, I sprayed too hot. That's why I was backing away, trying to like not inhale any of the alcohol fumes because icky.
These are round things like to roll.
Yeah.
Round things roll.
I mean, that's kind of why I like these toppers a little bit more, because like this one doesn't roll off my desk when I drop it. Like it'll roll in a circle.
Yeah. That's better.
That was a good dab. Code Troy and Jerry on that Denail heater, or at Victory Glassworks on some quartz bangers. This one,
I love when you do that.
look how long that neck is, man. Like, how many fingers is that? That's
6.
Ow, that's hot. That's like almost 4 full fingers. I can get four fingers in there. Ow, fuck my ass. But yeah, four fingers on that long arm.
Oh, that's great.
It's great for having like on the heady piece, so you can torch. Have it really far away from your bong. That way it's not putting heat into your heady glassware. It's nice. Very nice.
Very nice. That's very nice.
I can't believe that's called a penalty. You know?
Yeah, not with this. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I've had some that were, but that was not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's what it's about, huh?
How was everybody dabbing in the chat? Like torch and banger, e-rig. If you're using an e-rig, tell me the e-rig. Is it the got any Pobies in the chat? We got any Puffcos? Got any Cartas? Got any Pocketies? Got any DTV5s out there?
How about the fogger? Any foggers out there?
The fogger. I had some people asking about the fogger the other day.
Yeah, the fogger's legit, man. Like before I started testing some of this other shit, that's what I was rolling with a lot, man. I took that down to Orlando, and that's what I dabbed all week one time. So I don't know.
I could get behind it. Like if I was buying live resin by the ounce again, I think it'd be fun to fog it up. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not that kind of an oil user. Well, it's crazy how the monitors are so different.
This is great. This is other shit here, man, that we're doing there. Like that's other shit.
Look at the way people are dabbing.
Peak Pro 3D XL. That sounds delicious.
Sequoia in the house.
Boost Evo, Hot Hole,
Diamonium.
Pockety.
Man,
Ooh, how's that playing out, Mike?
I bet that's fucking nice.
Yeah.
Rio.
Dude, I got my Rio right there. I use that a lot.
I keep seeing some Rios on Instagram and stuff. Got a Hot Hole.
Right.
DTV using the Tempest on.
Yeah. Now that I have a Hot Hole, that's what I'll use instead. But I used to use I was still pulling out the Rio a lot.
Peak Pro 3D XL. There we go.
I mean, feet
Torch
get
ring.
right.
There we go. I like seeing some tortures out there. OG Peak, Crafty, Tarumalite, Woodwind. That's a nice combo.
Yeah, right.
That's a nice combo right there. Armored Hot Hole next week. Rio's all.
Rio's all you need, man.
Oh shit! Try to pronounce that one, Jerry.
Anime Trop Canadian. Parlez-vous peu de français, vous? I don't know what that means.
Whoa! Yeah. Didn't you do this, Jerry? Didn't you put the fogger on the Volcano bag? Or didn't we do this?
I thought so. Didn't we? I don't know. I feel like we did. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fun. What's the ZX for micro? I don't know what that means. What's the ZX?
Yeah, it's the ZX is a really good microdosing setup as well. I would say they're on par. They're equal. The difference is with the Ace and the microdoser bowl, pinch hitter bowl, I can just do a bowl swap and have a full giant bowl again. Whereas with the ZX, I'm kind of stuck with a little bowl. Is my video hanging or is it just on my end?
I assume everything's my fault.
Oh shit!
But you are freezing on me on occasion.
I think it's my computer. Like, pretty sure it's my computer. Maybe it's not.
Mosquito, you got the Dr. Dabber with no flower. I assume you mean the Switch. Are you rocking the Dr. Dabber Switch? That's dope, man. I like that thing. I haven't used that in a while. I actually really like that thing. I should pull that out. I should get that back in my life a little bit. But now I got the hot holes.
Yeah, there's a delay.
Crazy.
Jerry's got a hot hole.
I'm fucking high, man.
Dude, me too.
Like, I'll just sit here for a long time. God damn. Come on, Sarah Leaf, you too, man.
And my speeds are still really high. I got 3.6 gig up and 2.5 gig, or no, sorry, 3.6 gig down, 2.7 gig up. I think it's my computer.
You say that's good. You say so, man. I got a stunner that's packed, so I kind of want to hit that, but I'm high as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Me too. I got a stunner that needs to get cleaned. It's all dirty in there.
Whoa. Damn, I can't wait till next week on Fiverr, man.
Oh yeah, Jerry's gonna be on Fiverr next week.
I'll be highest tits on Fiverr.
I think everything's better now. Is everything cool now? Is it working?
Yeah. No, what's the name of this Bangor that we just hit? What's it called? The what?
You want to look it up?
Well, is it a certain style name or is it just a recycler?
It's a hybrid blender.
Hybrid blender. Okay.
Let me look it up. And let me share the screen as we're looking it up. Let's go shopping, Jerry.
Yeah, let's see this shit, man.
Victory Glassworks. All right, so that is
pretty.
That's a hybrid. And
What makes something a hybrid in this shit?
So a blender. I'll show you the blenders real quick. The blenders have a bottom that has like ground grooves in it, usually in like a little spiral. There'll be like 6 or 8 or 12 little spiral grooves in the bottom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and then it's welded to the base, and then those grooves become the channels for your oil. So your oil goes through those little grooves. With a slurper, the dish is smooth, and they cut lines. They cut actual like intakes into the tube before they melt. Before they weld the column to the melt dish. So
Okay.
with a slurper, the intakes are cut into the column, and with a blender, the intakes are ground into the melt dish. With a slurper, they're usually like 2 different tube lengths. I mean, traditionally, like this style here. And then with a blender, it was just 1 single tube. And with hybrids, they look like a single tube, like a blender, but instead it's a smooth melt dish with the 3 intakes. And this is that banger, the G4 16mm hybrid wide arm. This is the banger you're using.
Yeah.
In 1490. It's a great banger. It's my favorite banger. I have 2 of them.
That's amazing. What about the other one that I have that I want to use? What am I using terp pearls with that, or am I going to use the column? What am I going to?
Which one?
What am I going to use there? The hourglass thing.
This one, the Venus. This one works best with little terp pearls, yeah, like little balls.
Ooh, how many should I put in there?
I always liked it with 2, but you
Okay.
could put a few of them in there. Even just 1. And this banger has a really good action because that terp pearl will go around this swell, and it'll be so easy to maintain the momentum. Like you'll just barely be pulling through it, and that pearl will be whipping around in there so fast. And when you stop hitting it, it'll keep going for a couple seconds. It's so fun to use. This is such a fun banger.
Far out. I can't wait to use that.
Yeah. And then the other one you got, what is it? The standard slurper? Yeah, classic slurper. Right there.
I have that one too, yes.
Yeah. That's just this traditional slurper.
You just put one pillar in there, or do you put a pearl on top, or what
you could go with a pillar, you could go with balls, you could go with the valve, like where you have like a ball right there and then a ball on top. I don't like the dual marble method though. So I like going with pillars. Pillars create the most vapor because they have the most surface area in contact with the internal wall of the vaporization column. Yeah.
That's lovely. All right, thanks. So those are what I'm fucking with. And you like that hybrid one the best.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's been my favorite ever since. Yeah, like they sent me 3 different bangers, like I don't know, a year, 2 years ago, and then they've sent like a few more, and I've always done big comparisons with them, and that's the one I've always settled on. And it's a lot has to do with the action of it. It's minimal effort to make the pillar go. Like, do you remember when I was serving dabs to you and I told him, like, you got to hit a little harder, you got to pull a little bit harder to make that thing go, and then the magic happens. With this one, you don't have to pull super hard. Some of those bigger bangers, you really have to move some air to make a full size pillar go around. If you're only using like a terp pearl or something, it's okay. But I like to have maximum vaporization, like for that thick vapor hit. Like I want it to satisfy. And the way you get that is with the full quartz pillar moving around that vaporization column.
So yeah, the pillar making more surface area, that makes a lot of sense to me. The fact that it hits it right away instead of up higher is cool. The one that I'm using is really lightweight and has some texture to it, so I'm sure that helps as far as moving things along, giving things some help. So that shit's fun, man. I should switch over now. I'm gonna take the, what'd you say, this is a Venus or some shit?
Yeah,
what it is. I'll put the Venus in there, and then I don't know when I'll hit it, but that's the next one I'll hit.
It's a really good one. I have never hit the Venus with the universal heater. I've only torched it, but it's a great like micro dosing banger. Like you get really good dabs, even with small dabs. You know.
Nice. Okay, that's in position, safely cooling, and now I want this. And you said there's a couple of pearls. Box of these fuckers, bigger or smaller? What size do you think you want to roll with here?
For what? For the Venus?
Yeah, the 2 pearl. I'm gonna put 2 in here and see how they play together.
Yeah, probably a couple, maybe 4s or 5s.
Okay, how about this one?
You can test the action on it, like before you heat it up. You know, put your balls in there and then put the topper on there and then hit it. See if you get the action. Yeah, actually, you should do that now, Jerry. What are we fucking around for? Put your balls in there and hit it for us. Show us your balls move around. I want to see your balls move around that Venus.
Put your balls in there. So my balls are going in here.
Jerry's
Evolves.
internet connection is still crap, but yeah, okay, we can see they're clear.
So you want me to do what?
quartz
Cover
balls.
it and hit it?
Do you have a put it on your bong? You don't have to do it like that. Come on.
That's right, because I have a bong right here.
Also, be careful doing that because one time I inhaled a 3 mil ruby doing that. I was terrified.
Good point. They didn't move.
They didn't move?
No. I mean, they might. I might need to clean them, but they were in there.
They were sticky.
No, I didn't think they. No, they're not
balls
sticky.
in there.
No, I didn't put sticky balls in there, but they were in a thing with a whole bunch of other balls, and these are the clean ones. But no, it's not that. They're fine. They're not sticky. They're rolling around my hand just fine. No, they're too big. Maybe get something smaller.
Does that rig have enough airflow to make the shit move? Maybe.
No, it did great with the pillar. I'm using the same one.
Okay.
But if that's the problem, I'll switch that out. You know what though? I'm starting to get a little lazy right now and don't want to do this.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
So why don't we just call it a night? I'll figure this out on my own sometime.
All right. Your dad bread shows up tomorrow.
Definitely too lazy for that. It does. You're right. That's gonna be fun when that thing gets here. Oh man.
Yeah. That's a major upgrade, dude. That dab right is a major upgrade.
Oh.
Tell you what, Jerry.
Yeah.
Why don't, since you're over there, wow.
Oh.
Why don't you put your finger down there and meet with ET?
Okay, so I think he's gonna be right around.
Hold up, I
right
can't
around
find
there.
it.
Hang on, right around there. That's where I think he's gonna be.
Where?
I don't know if that's right or not, but maybe more like that.
We got a problem.
Wait, is he gonna be in the whole screen?
I can't find the button.
Is he gonna be in the whole screen? Like,
dude,
I
Jerry.
think it's the whole screen. It's over here.
Did you delete the?
Over here? Did I delete? Yeah, I'm deleting nothing, man. I can put a bunch of fingers up here.
Oh, here it is. I found it.